Good evening. I am Agnidev.
And I'm Ashwin Shankar. You are watching CityCast.
Rahul Gandhi has been released on bail after being sentenced to 2 years of imprisonment by a Gujarat court in a defamation case related to Narendra Modi today. Congress feels that law will take its own course when they apply for higher appeals.
This will not be the final judgment. It is subject to the scrutiny of High Court and Supreme Court. I am confident that ultimately it will be questioned before the Honorable High Court of Gujarat.
Kannada actor Chetan Ahimsa released on bail after his arrest for the Hindutva tweets. Reporter Ekta Jha finds out more.
Kannada actor Chetan Kumar Ahimsa's lawyer says that the actor has been granted bail for his inappropriate tweet on Hindutva.
Yes, he got the bail. He is released today evening only.
On March 28, he tweeted that Hindutva was built on lies. Shiv Kumar, member of Bajrang Dal, got offended and registered the FIR at Sheshatripuram police station.
ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಹಿಂದುತ್ವ ಸುಳ್ಳಿನ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಟ್ಟಲಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹಿಂದೂಗಳಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ ಮತ್ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಹಿಂದೂಗಳ ಕೈಲಿ ಅದೊಂದೇ ತಾನೇ ಆಗೋದು ಅಪಾಲಜಿ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ತಪ್ಪಾಯ್ತು ನಾವು ಹಿಂದುತ್ವ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಆಗೋಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹಿಂದುತ್ವ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಯಾರಾದ್ರು ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಬೇರೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಧಟ.
Political analysts say such comments on religion should not be brought out in open as it can lead to major political conflicts between parties.
We are doing this kind of dirty politics which we don't have to. That is why somewhere I personally think that we would have been a very much developed country, but still we are the developing one. Because the political parties are too much engrossed into these kind of activities because we have a right to freedom of speech.
People should be conscious about the comments they make on religion and other issues which can lead to major conflicts in the future. This is Ekta Jha reporting for CityCast, Bangalore.
As the state gears up for the upcoming state elections, the major parties are getting ready to announce their candidates list. Ridham Sharma talks to a few such parties and finds out more about their plans to include more women this time.
The BJP will release the first list of candidates on 14th April, with the party looking to give tickets to more women candidates this time. In the 2018 elections, the BJP had announced only 6 women candidates, while the Congress had 15. This time, Congress plans to release their list of 120 candidates by the end of this month, which will include a large number of women.
Our list of 120 to 125 candidates in the first phase is already ready. Anytime soon, we are going to release it. Wherever we have a good chance of a woman candidate who can win, we are going to accommodate them. Exact numbers I cannot tell you right now, but certainly we are going to have a lot of women candidates this time.
JDS remains the only party to have released their candidates list as of now. They have only 3 women candidates. This is Ridham Sharma reporting for CityCast, Bangalore.
Senior citizens can now cast vote from their home. Ekta Jha looks at how this has helped the geriatric population in the state.
This is the first time in Karnataka elections there has been an opportunity for disabled and above 80 years people that they can vote from their house also. Old and disabled people were facing difficulties in voting.
My name is Dinesh Chandra Bhatt. I am 89 years old. I understand in the very near future there will be elections in Karnataka, and the government has made some rules that they will send their representatives to the homes of the old and infirm to collect their votes from their home. I request the government to help me and collect my vote from my house.
Chief Electoral Officer says that this time they will take a polling team along with them to each individual house to collect the votes from them.
After the amendment which was made to the Representation of People Act 1951 and also the Conduct of Election Rules 1960. So this amendment is basically for the absentee voters. The 4 category of absentee voters are the persons with disability and also the voters who are 80 years and above.
There are around 17 lakh old and PWD people in the state. Earlier most of the people don't come in voting booths.
It will be helpful and we'll know, once this election is over, we'll come to know the effects, side effects, bad effects, सब कुछ मालूम पड़ेगा.
Experts believe that this is a good step towards the elections, but at the same time CEO have to be careful about the frauds. Ekta Jha, CityCast, Bangalore.
We'll be taking a short break, right after which we will be taking a look at the rising cases of domestic violence in the state. Stay with us.
Welcome back. You're watching CityCast.
Domestic violence cases have seen a jump in the state after the pandemic. Reporter Rhythm Sharma finds out why this is happening.
Bangalore reported 100 cases of domestic violence every month in 2022. Almost 7,000 cases of domestic violence were filed by women nationwide in 2022. This is a jump from the previous year. According to data, most cases are related to harassment by spouse and dowry. Most cases were reported from Uttar Pradesh, Delhi and Maharashtra.
ಅನುಮಾನ ಪಡೋದು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು 5 ನಿಮಿಷ 10 ನಿಮಿಷ ಲೇಟ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅನುಮಾನ ಪಡೋದು. ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಲೇಡೀಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು, ಜೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡಬಾರ್ದು.
As experts say, the numbers are only indicative of the violence which are reported. Women started reporting more after the pandemic as it led to awareness. Economic opportunities and pay have shrunk after the pandemic, leading to a rise in friction in families and therefore violence. The history of domestic violence has been an upward trajectory. Kumkum Kumar, who has been working with the survivors of domestic violence, talks about the issue.
They're not sure that if they approach a particular authority, they will get redressal, and what time in what time that redressal will come, and in between where will she stay. Then you need those systems, structures, processes to support her so that she can make a new life out of her, by herself.
As experts say that once violence begins, it becomes repetitive in nature. Violence is not something which starts suddenly and comes down quickly. There can be mental and verbal abuse prior to physical abuse. The proximity and the duration which people were spending together enhanced the violence during the pandemic, and from then on it has not gone down. Major reasons stopping women from coming out remain livelihood, access to institutions where they can go, report and get redressal. This is also reflective in the conviction rate, which is only 16%.
Every police station is empowered to deal with women's related issues, but to have more focused investigation of these cases, we have the all women police stations in 2 locations in Bangalore city.
According to experts, there need to be more institutions for redressal and societal sanctions. Rhythm Sharma reporting for CityCast, Bangalore.
Amidst the notion of leprosy being eliminated, the centre and the state governments have stopped allocating funds for the disease. Reporter Surbi Sarda looks at how this is affecting the NGOs.
With almost 3,500 people affected with leprosy in Karnataka and more than 100 new cases being reported from April 2022, the state has had no budget allocation in place to meet the post-care treatment for leprosy patients since 2011. Karnataka has a prevalence rate of 0.3 as per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, and with limited funds, people with leprosy find it difficult to sustain themselves on their own. Just like how Mariamma, a woman who was infected with leprosy in the 1990s, post-care treatment has had her fighting a battle ever since.
ನನಗೆ 12 ವರ್ಷ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾನು CL ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನ ಇದ್ದೆ. 1 ತಿಂಗಳು 2 ತಿಂಗಳು ಇದ್ದಾಗ 6 ತಿಂಗಳು ನಾನು ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ನಿಂದ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಂಡು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆದಮೇಲೆ 20 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ಮದುವೆ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ತಿರುಗಿ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ತಿರುಗಿ ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೀದಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಡಿಸಿನ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟು, ಮೆಡಿಷನು, ಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿಂಗು ಎಲ್ಲನೂ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನಿಂದ ಮತ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಸಹಾಯ ಇಲ್ಲ.
There are 34 leprosy colonies in Karnataka, 12 of which are in Bangalore. All these people are entitled to a national leprosy eradication program where the people infected and in post-treatment care are to be given certain facilities like reconstructive surgery operations, microcellular rubber footwear, supportive drugs, splints, crutches and other needed appliances. For this, the government sends a monthly allowance which is now Rs 500 per person, which the NGO says is not enough.
We spend about 5,000 rupees on a patient per month. That's about 60,000 rupees for the whole year. Whereas the government is giving us 500 rupees, per month for a person. So this is totally insufficient to meet our needs.
As per the World Health Organization, the prevalence rate of leprosy in India is 0.4% per 10,000 people. Despite COVID-19 disruption of health services, in 2021-22, more than 75,000 new cases of leprosy were identified. Health policy experts believe that leprosy in India needs to be given enough attention before it is too late.
First point is awareness at the grassroots level. Second point, coming to quality diagnostics and monitoring. Third point, changing the treatment regimen. Fourth point, rehab. So we have to put these 4 into one line and make a separate policy.
This year in January, the Government of India has launched the National Strategic Plan and Roadmap for Leprosy so as to achieve zero transmission of the disease by 2027. However, for Karnataka, the few organizations working for leprosy are now facing a hard time due to lack of funds from the government, and the only means of survival is funds from local donations. Surbhi Sada, CityCast, Bangalore. Micro, small and medium industries are facing difficulties in giving patents for their products. Ashwin Shankar looks into this issue and brings out why this is happening.
Most MSME owners are unable to obtain intellectual property rights as they say that the cost of it is very high. Karnataka is the home for more than 8.5 lakh micro, small and medium enterprises and provided employment to over 55 lakh people.
And IPR is quite costly, as many of already filed and worked on that. It's a tedious task. It's not so easy.
Mostly MSMEs in pharmacy, manufacturing and wholesale sectors apply for patents. According to Ministry of Commerce, 66,440 patents were filed in the year 2021 to 22. Most of these patents were filed by the foreigners living in India. According to a legal research platform, Lexology, only 16% of the pharmaceuticals MSME apply for patents and renew it. Expert highlights the plight of the MSME owners while obtaining an IPR.
Every IP that we talk about has a different cost attached to it based on the process. From 20,000 onwards to 1 lakh plus, based on what is it. Now this may or may not include your attorney's fees.
Government of Karnataka provides financial assistance for patents. However, Subhash Bhatodia, a keynote speaker at the MSME IPR event, says people are not aware of such schemes.
Just that, because we are so unorganized that we do not know which way to go. We need to know. We need to do our own due diligence.
Expert says while India has a flourishing MSME sector, it requires some changes in the IPR laws to make it more accommodative. Ashwin Shankar, CityCast, Bangalore.
The Nayandahalli Lake Revival project remains incomplete hours before its scheduled inauguration. Reporter Astha Chopra brings you more on the issue.
Chief Minister Baswaraj Bommai will inaugurate the Nayandahalli Lake this evening. Despite costing 7.5 crore rupees for the lake revival, work on the Nayandahalli project remains incomplete even hours before its scheduled inauguration. The lake is not yet filled to the capacity with the treated water it was supposed to have and won't be so for another few months.
Treatment done by VVL, madam. 150 mld sewage treatment plant activated process technology started 4 months back. From there, BWS will lay the line about 1 kilometer. That last 20 days, completed in River Valley only. From there, treated water pumped to lake, madam.
The revival of the lake was planned under the Sahara Sarovar scheme meant for conservation of water resources. Experts, however, say that the revival is done in an unsustainable manner with a political motive driving most of the project.
All said and done, this is not a sustainable way of revival of lakes. Because आपके यहाँ 200 से ऊपर lakes है, आप कितना साफ पानी उसमें दे पाएंगे STP का? Lakes में BBMP खुद अपना STP चला रहा है. उनके पास मेंटेनेंस का पैसा नहीं है, बंद करके रखा हुआ है. तो कोई MLA कहीं से पैसे लेके आता है, कोई योजना में लेके शुरू कर देते हैं, फिर बाद में वो ठप पड़ जाता है, फिर बाद में पानी का जो क्वालिटी है बिल्कुल नीचे गिर जाता है, फिर बाद में आप वहाँ कोई भी जीव जंतु उस पानी के अंदर पनप नहीं सकता है. People usually from the political class वो दिखाएंगे लोगों को, हमने ये सब बना दिया आपके लिए, वो सब सही है, but that is only one part of it. But if you see the other part of it, there is larger investment infrastructure में जरूरत है जो सरकार अपना समय नहीं दे पा रही है. पानी लाने में सरकार अपना समय दे रहे हैं क्योंकि वहाँ प्रोजेक्ट है, पैसा है, so they are more interested in that.
Yet there was a rush to inaugurate as the ruling party claims that this project might help them with the upcoming elections. This is Astha Chopra reporting for CityCast, Bangalore.
With the IPL returning to Bangalore after more than 3 years, cricket fans are disappointed that the RCB tickets are costing so much. Reporter Surbhi Sada brings you updates from the ground.
The 15th edition of the Indian Premier League is grabbing the attention of fans, especially from Bangalore, in a way that the franchisee would not have expected. Young fans say they are forced to buy tickets for the unboxing event as this is all they can afford. Even tickets for this event cost around ₹500 up to almost 7,000 or more. This event is a jersey reveal and a tribute to players of the franchisee from the past.
I feel it's a little pricey.
So yeah, the price, I seen that the beginning price was around 3,000 rupees. For the general people, it should be more expensive.
Yeah, actually I'm targeting for a CSK and RCB match, but the prices were too high.
It's not affordable for everyone, right? So that's it. It's not like I'm working, I'm getting pocket money, so have to manage.
Tickets for the main match are all sold out with only a few remaining online. Sources at the Chinnaswamy say that more tickets will be made available at the box office, probably after the Unbox RCB event. This is Surbhi Sarda reporting for CityCast, Bangalore.
That's all the news we have for you today. For more such stories, log into CityCast.
Till then, subscribe and keep watching CityCast. This is Agnidev.
And this is Ashwin. Thank you for watching.